All right, guys, so welcome back to yet another YouTube video. Today is going to be a lower body day. We have a pause squat for a 3x3 at, I believe, 340-ish. And then we have some deads. I think they're regular deads at around 550 for a double, and then some back down. So it should be relatively easy. Should be a pretty quick, smooth day. Some of the boys are here, so the energy's a little bit on the higher side. Very happy that I get to see so many people. I got off work a little bit early today. Work was not good. The calls that I got today were trash. If you guys don't know, I work in a call center. I do sales, and it's like really just the luck of the draw sometimes. The company's not great, won't disclose the company. I hate it sometimes, and luckily, and hopefully, should I say, if all of this takes off, I won't have to do this anymore. So, nonetheless, we're gonna get to squatting. Like I said, it should be pretty quick and fast. Let's get to it. All right, guys, so as you guys can see, we made it on the deadlift. The video that I did at first in regards to introing deadlift, unfortunately I had my mic muted. So we've learned from our lessons. I literally went to it, I tried to play the audio, and I was like, I didn't unmute my mic. So as you guys see, we are up to 4 plates at this point. So a lot has been muted since that point in time. But nonetheless, we have a 550 double today. Should move relatively well. It's actually on the lighter side of things now, which is crazy to say. But 550 is like kind of like cake a little bit. I'm not gonna lie to you. So very excited to see how that goes, honestly. And then back down should be at this weight, roughly about 485 to 501. So very, very excited to see how we can make things move. We only have that top set of 2, and then we have a 4x2 back down. So everything should move relatively well. Other than that, guys, let's get to it. Enough chit chat. All right, guys, so we made it on to barbell row. It's one of our last movements. We have this and hamstring curls, so today's a relatively short day. I am gassed, I'm not gonna lie. Lifting 500 pounds that many times is gassing. I don't know how I did 500 for 8 that one time. I know I hurt my back that day, but like, that low-key feels impossible. So I really don't know how I did it. Nonetheless, deadlift is feeling really good lately. The 550 moved really well. And the back downs also moved really well, so I'm very happy with that. No struggle, there was never a moment where I feel like I couldn't do it. And sometimes when I'm super fatigued on deadlift, there's moments where I feel like that, but not today, so I'm very happy with it. We have a 4x10 on barbell row, so it should be quick and easy. I'm gonna knock this out, get the hamstring curls, get home. Actually have an appointment for a doctor teledoc thing after this, so gotta kind of hurry up. So let's get back to it. All right, boys and girls, we've made it to hamstring curl. My least favorite movement, but we need to do it to have a big deadlift. So we can't complain. We have no choice but to get it done. Nonetheless though, everything's going super good off camera. I had a chance to talk to my coach yet again, which is very seldom that I get to see him in person. He was able to kind of help me out, target some weak points that I have in my lifting right now, which one of the main weak points that we're noticing is actually going to be in my lockout on my deadlift. So I noticed it last week and I tried to correct it. I actively try to correct things that I'm bad at consistently, but with that being said, he pointed out that what I'm doing is I'm actually having a problem where I'm unlocking my knee at the top because I'm trying to force and lean back at the top of my deadlift to lock out, which instead I should be squeezing my glutes to force the lock out so my knee doesn't get pushed out of position. So I'm gonna work on that in these upcoming weeks. It's gonna help me out a ton with being more convincing in front of a national judge and not getting called on something that I have the strength to do. So we also got a chance to kind of like talk about expected numbers that we're going to be looking at, not really in depth, but just over the next couple weeks, how those things will shake out, how I make the weight move is going to really help and determine exactly what I'll do for an opener and how I'll make sure that when I do step on the platform for my opening attempts for each three, that I make it convincing and it's something that will pass judges, you know? So that's the big thing, if anything, is making sure whatever I do is passable. So very excited to see in the next couple weeks the singles that we ended up working up to. I'm not 100% sure what we're gonna end up doing on the day of, but whatever it is, I know it's gonna be big. It's gonna be the biggest total I've ever had. I'm gonna surprise everyone, shock my family, my friends, make sure I make them proud for even supporting me and watching these videos, liking them, sharing them, doing whatever they do to, you know, support me, whether that's presently or, you know, something that's a little bit more subtle or vicariously. I appreciate it all, you know? So don't want to disappoint anyone. I also don't want to disappoint myself. So a lot of weight on the shoulders right now, but self-inflicted, you know? I just want to be the best version that I can be for myself and to make everyone else proud. But other than that, guys, that was the last set of hamstring curls. That is a wrap for today's workout. I'm very excited to see what we have later on in the week. It's a bench day, I believe, and it shouldn't be anything too crazy. I want to say it's like a triple at RP8. So whatever feels good on the day. I'm gonna massage my chest with that massage gun I was talking to you guys about earlier, and hopefully that helps me like recover a little bit better and stay in the pocket at that point in time. Other than that, guys, I will catch you guys in the next video. Again, as I always say, like, comment, share with a friend. You know, watch the video while you're doing cardio, eating, at lunch, even something to go to bed to, you know, white noise. Nonetheless, I hope you guys have a good rest of your day. You out of here, bro?
Everything been all right?
Yeah. Yeah. All right, guys, welcome back to yet another video. We have our bench day. It's our last day of the week before we get into what I'm thinking is the heavy part of the block, because everything hasn't really been too crazy heavy yet. Other than like that 529 squat for 5, that was crazy. That 320 for 4, that was crazy. But that was also a couple weeks ago before my deload. So I figured I would be hitting some heavy numbers around this time. But then again, I mean, it's not up to me to prep myself. My coach knows what I need, so. With that being said, I'm assuming we're working towards heavier numbers next week. We talked a little bit, like I said, in the last video or the part before this video about what next week will look like as far as like rep range, and he said like around singles and doubles. So usually when I get singles and doubles and it's some form of back downs, it is usually pretty heavy. So with all that being said, I'm hoping that next week moves really well. I'm going to focus really on locking back in, rehydrating, making sure that I attack the week as like hard as I can, as strong as I can. I'm very excited. We're edging closer and closer to the day at this point in time. Got a chance to talk to Joe a little bit yesterday. He'll be handling me. You guys have probably seen Joe in some of the videos before. Not crazy much talking. I may have introduced him once or twice, but he's a really good guy. He's been powerlifting for the last couple of years. His brother will be competing as well. His name's Luke. Shout out to both of them. I hope they do really well when they're out there. But I got a chance to speak to him yesterday about like how I like my attempt selection to be, how my coach typically is gonna, program me for attempt selection, how things should move, the numbers that we're aiming for, so we can all be on the same page and, same accord, one bend, one style type of thing, So very glad I got a chance to speak to him and got a chance to catch up with him. I also got a chance to catch up with Vico. You may have not seen that on camera or not, but he's one of my clients. He's been skyrocketing through this prep right now. We're so far out for their meet. Their meet's not until, I think, like October 3rd, but he's been performing so well. Shout out to Andrew as well, my other client. He also has been performing really well. They're in the same weight class and the same age range, so I'm very excited with like pitting them against each other. I'm like, hey, this guy did this week, So it keeps them both going. But shout out to both of them. Nonetheless, we have a top bench today for RP8 for a triple, and then we have some back downs at 270. I don't know what the back down rep looks like. I want to say it's a 5x3. I might be wrong, but other than that, we got accessories. No other compounds today. I double checked this time, so no other compounds today. So let's get to it, guys. All right, guys, something came to mind earlier in the middle of my day, and I was just thinking about talking to one of my clients, and the big thing for him is that he's kind of like stuck in between weight classes. I know a lot of social media is being like, oh, skinny fat, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's not skinny fat, he's really in shape, but, a lot of people would consider it that. But he's in a part where he's in between two weight classes. He has a height to be in the two weight classes above where he is, but he's not necessarily at that point right now. So he's like 155, and like the top of my weight class is 165. So he could either cut down to 148, which is 7 pounds, or he can go up to 165. And if he went up that way, that's another 10 pounds up. So it's an interesting thing there. And I think for me, I had to struggle with gaining weight for a very long time. And the big issue for me with gaining weight that I didn't know is that just as my biology goes, I sweat a lot in my sleep. And with me sweating a lot in my sleep, I burn so many calories in my sleep, and it's actually insane. I recorded a workout in my sleep the other day on my Apple Watch, and when I recorded that workout, by accident that is, it said that I burnt like somewhere around like 4,000 calories in my sleep. I don't know how accurate these Apple Watches are. Mind you, this is a new Apple Watch. My girlfriend bought us this for our anniversary, so very appreciative. But nonetheless, I don't know how accurate this is, but if it is any close to being accurate, if I'm burning 4,000 calories in my sleep, I don't think I put 4,000 calories in a day. So just keep in mind, if you're someone who typically, sleeps hot or something of that nature, you might want to have a little bit of dairy before you bed. It slows down your metabolism just due to the fact that your body probably doesn't know how to break it down. Unless, of course, you still have the ability to break down lactose, then you're just different. But to have like a little bit of dairy before bed, I've noticed that helped me. Like just a little bit of maybe like Greek yogurt if you're trying to put on the pounds there a little bit. That, as well as if you could sleep as cold as possible. I know I ignore the hell out of my girlfriend with the house being as cold as it is, but I burn so many calories if it's not. So not only I'm already sweating, it's also like, okay, cool, like I'm also just gonna be an uncomfortable sleeper if I sleep anything above like 67 degrees. So just keep that in mind. They make all types of things that kind of help you sleep cooler, which I'm also looking into now. That I've seen like the 8 Sleep Pod, I've seen like some of the cooling mattress things, what have you not. So if you guys are struggling with that, maybe look into a little bit, like I said, a little bit of dairy before bed, as long as you can take it. And of course, sleeping a little bit cooler. Nonetheless, let's get back to this bench.
Hey,
Talk your talk.
fought with your boy Zion, the national champion, 75 kg right here. I called it. If I was a betting man, I'd bet the house on him.
Sheesh. That's confidence, man. That's fucking confidence. Damn, man, I gotta live up to the hype now. Let's go.
Be patient. Oh, there we go. That shit's easy, man. Come on, one more. Push. Oh. There we go.
We'll take it. All right, guys, we're feeling good. We made that 319 move for a triple at RPE 8 very well. Very happy with it. First 2 reps were like a 7, and then the last rep was a 9, which I'm very happy with because that really means that it probably was like a true 8. The last rep was a grind, but it wasn't everything I had. It wasn't killing me. That wasn't an RPE 10 set. Plus, on top of that, like, the positioning was kind of a little off for me. Nothing crazy that can't be, like, you know, compensated for by a little bit of extra like strength and pushing, but definitely felt good and moved very well. Now we have our back downs. Let me check here, make sure I was telling you guys the right thing earlier. A 5x3 at 270. Okay, kind of what I expected. You guys know how I get down though, so 5x3, 3x5, who's counting? So we're gonna do that. Goblet squats, reverse hyper, seal row, dumbbell lateral raise, easy bar curl, straight bar triceps. God, that's a lot of stuff. Let's get to it so I don't have to be here for a crazy long time. So back downs, let's do it. Looking big as hell. You said what?
Leave that shit on there, bro. I got tempos.
Don't do that to me. Don't do that to me.
If you
Don't look. That was you just little bro the shit out of me. I didn't like that.
If you want
I'm be honest with you.
energy,
I'm be honest with you. I didn't like that. You just little bro the shit out of me. I understand that you're strong as fuck.
3 weeks out.
I am too. This is my back downs. Yeah, I got national. Well, 4 weeks. 4 weeks. 4 weeks. My bad, bro. My bad.
I know Mike said your shit.
Yeah, no, it's the week. It's the week after yours.
I didn't even realize that shit. I was like, hold on, let me look.
If you guys didn't hear, that was Jalen. He just low-key little bro the shit out of me. He came up, he said, you might as well just leave it at home. Nigga, fuck you. Nah, I'm joking. I love Jalen, man. That's my dog. I know he didn't mean it like that, bro. It's just as funny, man. I'm just messing with him, but strong as heck, man. He has a meet coming up in the next 3 weeks. You guys may have not seen him on camera too much when he was talking to me, but nah, man. He's a really strong guy. Super excited for him to compete. He is doing, I believe it is USPS. Or USPL? Sorry, USPS. I'm talking USPS. Like, it's the postal service. USPL, sorry. And he has a pretty big total coming up, honestly. He deadlifts in the 7s. He's going to bench in the 4s, and he's going to squat in the 6s, or maybe close to the 7s as well. I'm not sure. Super strong guy, though. I'm wishing him the best. I actually might be doing his video for his meet. We talked about it. Got to confirm that with him off camera. Keep you guys updated on that, but back to back downs. Alright guys, post-production's yet again. As you know, it is regular to forget to record outros. Lay's over there in the corner, editing her first YouTube video. I'm not gonna show you her because she doesn't want to be shown right now. She's mad comfortable, so we're not gonna do that to her. But with that being said, whenever you guys get the chance, Obviously, like, comment, subscribe, share this video with a friend. Watch it while you're eating dinner. Watch it while you're doing cardio. Watch it while you're in the middle of work. If you have some free time, put it on for background noise. You know, whatever you want to do. Any type of support is always well appreciated. Also, when she gets her YouTube up, it'll be Leia Live. Same for her. Subscribe, show her some love. Nonetheless, we will catch you guys in the next video. Love you all.